The answers you are desperately searching for have already been written. The person you are meant to become is already described on a forgotten page. Look around you right now. Feel the energy in your space. Is it charged with purpose? Or is it quiet with longing? That quiet is not emptiness. That quiet is a signal. It is a signal that you are ready to receive a transmission. A transmission from the past. From voices that have been silenced by time. But whose words are screaming to be heard by you? Today, we are going to listen. We are going to open those old books. We are going to dust off that hidden knowledge. And we are going to let it rewrite our DNA. This is not a history lesson. This is a rescue mission. For your soul, for your potential, for the life you know deep down you are destined to live. Every single one of you watching this. You are here for a reason. You were drawn to this video by a force you cannot explain. That is not an accident. That is your spirit recognizing its next meal, its next source of fuel. You are hungry for meaning. You are starving for a sign. And I am here to tell you, the signs are everywhere. They are buried in plain sight. In the pages of books written centuries ago. In the journals of people who felt exactly what you are feeling now. They struggled. They doubted. They lay awake at night, their hearts pounding with a fear they couldn't name. Just like you. And they found a way through. They discovered a truth. And they wrote it down. For you. For this moment. As you sit there watching this screen, they left a map. And we are going to read it together. Let's start with the first secret. The secret of the unread page. Think of the oldest book you own. The one on the shelf that you've been meaning to read for years. Feel its weight in your mind. Imagine the texture of its cover, the faint smell of paper and time. That book is not an object, it is a vault. It is a sealed container of energy, waiting. Every idea inside it is a dormant seed, and your attention is the water. Your focus is the sunlight. Without you, the seed remains in the dark. It has potential but no life. The moment you open that book, the moment your eyes scan those lines, you are performing an act of creation. You are bringing a thought from the past into the present. You are giving it life, through your own consciousness. This is magic, real magic, the kind that changes worlds, the kind that built civilizations. Every great inventor, every visionary, every leader who ever lived. They were all librarians of the soul. They spent time in the silent company of ghosts. They listened to the whispers of the dead, and those whispers gave them the courage to roar in the present. You feel stuck. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You feel like you're not making progress. I ask you, when was the last time you sat in true silence with a book, not a blog post, not a social media feed, a book that demands something from you, a book that requires your patience, your concentration, your willingness to be uncomfortable? We have traded depth for speed. We have traded wisdom for information, and we are starving at a banquet of data. We are dehydrated in an ocean of notifications. The first secret is this. The answers are not in the next click. They are in the last page you turned. They are in the margin note you decided to write. They are in the quiet space between sentences, where your own intuition speaks back to the author. Let's talk about that intuition, that gut feeling, that voice inside you that knows. That is the second secret, the secret of the inner library. You have a library inside you. It is vast, it is ancient. It contains every experience you have ever had, every emotion you have ever felt, every book you have ever read, every conversation you have ever heard. It is all in there, catalogued, waiting to be cross-referenced. But we have let the noise of the world silence the librarian. We have let the static of worry, of comparison, of fear drown out the soft, sure voice of our own inner wisdom. An old book does not add new information to your inner library. It activates what is already there. It pulls a volume off the shelf you forgot existed. It connects two ideas you never thought were related. This is what we call an epiphany, a sudden insight. It feels like a bolt from the blue. But it is not. It is the result of a slow, steady, invisible process. It is the culmination of all your reading, all your thinking, all your living. The old book was simply the key that unlocked the door. You already have the answers. You already possess the wisdom you need to solve your problems, to build your business, to repair your relationship, to find your purpose. You have it, right now. The problem is you're not listening. You're asking the same questions to the same people. You're looking for validation in the same empty places. Stop. I command you to stop. Close your eyes for a moment, just close them, and ask yourself the one question that keeps you up at night. Then be silent, listen. The first thing that comes to you, that faint, fleeting thought, that is the librarian speaking. That is the voice of your inner library. Trust it. It is the most reliable guide you will ever have. It is the accumulated knowledge of every ancestor who came before you. It is the voice of the past, speaking in the present, to secure your future. Now, let's get practical. Let's talk about how to do this, how to access this hidden knowledge. The third secret is the secret of active seeking. You cannot be a passive consumer of wisdom. You must be an archaeologist of the soul. You must go on a dig with intention. With a trowel and a brush. You don't just randomly pick up a book. You set an intention. You ask a question before you open it. You say, "World, I am struggling with fear. Show me what I need to see." And then you open a book, any book, and you will find it. The right passage will jump out at you. The perfect sentence will feel like it was written just for you. Because it was. The universe conspires to deliver messages to those who are ready to receive them. The books on your shelf that you haven't read. They are not there by accident. They are there because your future self called for them. They are waiting for the precise moment when your pain or your question aligns with their answer. This is not a metaphor. This is a law of energy. Like attracts like. Your yearning for growth attracts the wisdom that can catalyze it. But you must take the first step. You must reach for the shelf. You must make the time. You must create the sacred space for this conversation to happen. This leads us to the fourth secret, the secret of the daily ritual. Greatness is not born in a single, explosive moment. It is forged in the quiet, consistent, daily rituals that no one sees. The most successful people on this planet, the most fulfilled people, they have a non-negotiable ritual. And for many of them, it involves reading. It involves feeding their mind with the thoughts of the greats. They don't do it when they feel like it. They do it because they must. It is as essential as breathing. Imagine starting your day, not by checking your phone, not by diving into the chaos of the world, but by spending 20 minutes with Marcus Aurelius, by reading a page from the Meditations, letting his stoic wisdom armor you for the day ahead. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Feel that. That is not just a quote. That is a shield. That is a weapon you can carry into your day. Imagine, before you go to bed, reading a passage from Rumi, letting his poetic love dissolve the anxieties of the day. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Let that truth wash over you. Let it heal you as you sleep. This is not reading for entertainment. This is reading for transformation. This is programming your subconscious with the highest quality code available, while the world is programming itself with fear and scarcity. You are programming yourself with courage and abundance. You are downloading the operating system of the masters. This is how you build an unshakable foundation. This is how you develop a mindset that cannot be broken by circumstance. Because when a challenge arises, you won't be alone in that moment. You will have the counsel of the greatest minds in history standing with you, whispering in your ear, guiding your hand, giving you the strength you didn't know you had. Because you spent time with them. You invited them into your life. Now, let's address the obstacle, the voice in your head that is saying, "I don't have time." That voice is a liar. That voice is the guardian of your comfort zone. It does not want you to grow, because growth is uncomfortable. Change is difficult. It is easier to stay the same. It is easier to scroll. It is easier to consume the trivial. But I am here to tell you that the trivial is a trap. It is a cage made of velvet. It is comfortable, but it is still a prison. You have time. You have the same 24 hours that Leonardo da Vinci had, that Michelangelo had, that Marie Curie had. The difference is how you value those hours. Do you value them enough to invest in your own mind? Do you value them enough to build a legacy? Turn the time you spend waiting into time you spend building. Listen to an audiobook on your commute. Read for 15 minutes during your lunch break. Replace 20 minutes of mindless television with 20 minutes of purposeful reading. This small shift, this tiny investment, will compound faster than you can possibly imagine. In 1 year you will have read over a dozen life-changing books. You will have absorbed the wisdom of a dozen lifetimes. You will not be the same person. You will be calmer. You will be wiser. You will be more confident. You will have a depth to you that people can feel. They won't know why, but they will be drawn to you. They will want to know your secret, and your secret will be that you have been having conversations with giants. You have been standing on the shoulders of titans. And from that vantage point, you can see a future that is brighter than you ever dreamed possible. This brings us to the fifth secret, the secret of applied knowledge. Reading without application is mere entertainment. Wisdom is not wisdom until it is lived. It is not enough to highlight a passage. You must embody it. You must let it change your behavior. When you read about courage, you must then do the thing that scares you. When you read about discipline, you must then make the hard choice. When you read about compassion, you must then extend a hand to someone in need. The old books are not just giving you ideas. They are giving you assignments. They are giving you challenges. Every time you finish a chapter, you should ask yourself one powerful question. How will I live differently tomorrow because of what I just read? If you cannot answer that question, you have missed the point. You have collected a souvenir, but you have not taken the journey. The knowledge of the past must become the action of the present. This is the alchemy of transformation. You are taking the lead of someone else's life and turning it into the gold of your own. This is your responsibility. It is a sacred duty. You owe it to the authors who poured their souls onto the page. You owe it to the universe that arranged for you to find their words. But most of all, you owe it to yourself, to the version of you that is waiting to be born, the version that is fearless, the version that is powerful, the version that is fully, completely and unapologetically alive. Now, I want you to feel the energy in this moment. I want you to feel the possibility crackling in the air. Can you feel it? It's the sound of 1,000 old books opening at once. It's the sound of 1,000,000 secrets being set free, and they are all calling your name. They have been waiting for you. You are the one they were written for. You are the heir to a fortune of wisdom, and the time to claim your inheritance is now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Today, after this video ends, I want you to do one thing. I want you to go to your bookshelf, or go to a library, or go to a bookstore. I want you to find one old book. It doesn't matter what it is. Let your intuition guide you. Run your fingers along the spines. Feel for the one that seems to call to you, the one that has a certain energy. Pull it out. Hold it in your hands. Feel its weight. Acknowledge that you are holding someone's life's work, someone's heart and soul. Now open it to a random page and read. Read with the expectation of a miracle. Read as if your life depends on it. Because it does. The life you are living right now depends on the ideas you consume. The life you want to live is waiting for you in a book you haven't opened yet. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are a seeker, and you have just found the map. The map is the collective wisdom of those who walked the path before you. They left breadcrumbs for you to follow. They left signs. They left warnings. They left cheers of encouragement in the margins. You are not alone on this journey. You have the greatest mentors the world has ever known, and they are available to you for the price of a library card. For the cost of your attention. So, what are you waiting for? The doubt is still there, I know. The fear is still whispering. Let it whisper. But pick up the book anyway. Do it scared, do it tired, do it confused. But just do it. The first page is the hardest to turn. The first sentence is the hardest to read. But I promise you, once you start, once you take that first step into the hidden world of the past, you will never look back. Your life will split into two parts. The person you were before you discovered these secrets, and the person you became after. The latter will be stronger, wiser, more powerful, more at peace. That person is waiting for you just on the other side of that book cover. All you have to do is open it. Open it. Your future is written in the pages of the past. Go and read your destiny. Now, go.